Hi everyone, I'm Bruce Schwartz. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm from Montreal, Canada. I'm trying to connect with as many people as I can around the world, and I am. We're up to 11,000 subscribers. I love you all for connecting with me. Thanks for taking the time to check out the research. There's so much we're finding up on the moon. Um, I'm going to zoom out at one point on one of these photos to show you exactly what it looks like zoomed out, where you could see this is just actually one crater on the photo. The anomalies on the surface are extraordinary. And those shapes, those oval pill-shaped objects that we see all the time on the surface of the moon. In the center here, what looks like buried objects, or it could be mountains, of course, but you see the hills in the NASA photos and the Apollo landings that just looks like cement, quick-dried cement. It looks like um, the powdered cement just blown everywhere. You don't see any jagged edges at all. And they do talk about volcanoes or whatever, asteroids having hit the surface of the moon and all the spewing magma. Would it not create some odd shapes, etc., on the surface? Yes. And this, NASA doesn't show it to us. It's too bad because it'd be great to see some of what they could show us with their capability, most likely. Here, extra enhanced, also X-ray, this particular certain area of the moon and many other areas, we could see geometrical shapes. It cannot all be lava tubes. And could these be just buried objects having been sort of unburied, or maybe still in the process right now of being unburied, but maybe we're not even seeing it. Imagine if these are warehouses just to store what is being shipped off the surface of the moon. What could it be, and where would it be shipped? Would it be shipped to Earth? It's not for nothing. We could see, oh, here, by the way, I'm going to zoom out. I mean, you asked me to zoom out, zoom out. We can't see nothing zoomed out in these certain photos, especially this type. This is embossed. Okay, guys, I embossed a photo. It changes. It brings all the detail out, and it changes the way you look at the surface and see even more detail, especially in the areas where we see these chicken pox, like bumps. It's extraordinary. And when you look closely, it's pretty incredible to see the way some of these objects are connected, leaving us believe, I mean, look, I'm not making it up, guys, leaving us believe, see the contours and details, outlines, making us believe that the surface could possibly have at least one mechanical device, right? We've seen pipes and tunnels. But then again, some of what we're believing are pipes and tunnels could also very well be structures. But look at the connections. It's amazing. At one point, you look at one of these structures and you see a certain connection, the way it's connected. And you go, no, no, no. This is constructed. Whether it be human or alien, that's, again, besides the point. I'm trying to prove that something is constructed on the moon. Could be human, Maybe we hear about it. Many of the community people have said, breakaway. Yes, breakaway, meaning people leaving Earth and going to the moon. A breakaway civilization. So it would be pretty incredible, not ruling anything out. Hypotheses and speculation. This is what I'm doing. Nonetheless, I'm showing you the surface, an untampered surface. Whether it be inversion, a bit more definition, it's just to show the detail, of course, and there's no tampering. When I change the hue or add color, I always mention it. But you see, these are very gray areas that, yes, we are not seeing the color of the surface. Since the moon has the same reflectivity, the structures as the surface, they're the same reflectivity. They can build so high, so many levels. Here at the back, I will go show you the levels, what they look like. You'll be absolutely amazed. There's massive Lego-like structuring It's incredible the way they can build. So they're probably continuing to build on the surface. And now that we've only seen the way to see the surface, we're going to have to start looking at the surface this way. That's what I'll be doing to see for any major changes. It's going to be incredible. In the coming years, we'll see this. So they can continuously build on the surface without us seeing, no matter how high they go. And they can destroy as many buildings as they want. We're not even going to notice anything. Why? Because the structures are the same reflectivity as the surface. It makes sense. How hard do you think it would be from an airplane to spot a green Massey Ferguson tractor in a field of grass cutting long grass? You'll never see it because it blends in and your eye is not going to pick it up, nor does any camera. I grab a very small area, people, the size of a quarter, and make it 3,000 by 4,000. This is why sometimes people will say, I don't see this area. You don't see this in Mare Imbrium. It's not true. It's understanding how close I am. I'm always having to explain myself. Well, it's all my work is like that, zooming in. But the grid, the lines that you will see in the next few frames here is deliberate. And underneath that, those lines, that veil, we'll see the surface. This is an X-ray of the top north side of the moon. No jokes. This is it. The surface is colorful. It has structuring, whether ancient or recent, alien or human. It's absolutely extraordinary to be able to see it. You're witnessing the top, about anywhere from 700 to 1,000 miles long, the top very center of the moon, the north side. This is an X-ray. You're seeing an X-ray view of the north side of the moon, the very top side of the moon. Look at the overhead view. We're looking at cities. So long me. We're looking at structuring. And in Mare Fecunditatis, I just found what looks like a pyramid or a triangular shaped mountain. Massive. Right in front of us, but the same reflectivity as the surface. We can't see it. I'm so zoomed up and close that you could see the grid lines and the boxes that make up an entire photo. That's okay. We're seeing surface structures, but you know what? Every time I post this top north side of the moon, YouTube doesn't. The quality does not come out. It's bad because it's zoomed up. But you know what? We can still see that there's surface structures there. I'm hoping, anyways, in this video because I can sure as hell see it here. This is the surface, the real surface. We can see structuring on the surface of the moon. This is incredible. Look at it, the connections, descending pipes, etc. This is really inside of the craters. This, Mare Fecunditatis, triangle, a bloody pyramid? I'm not sure, I dare not say it, and I actually never have in almost 2 years. Guys, it's a towering object in Mare Fecunditatis over the company I found, where you see two symmetrical objects on the bottom there. This is greenery on the surface. It's just absolutely exceptional. And there's this towering object. Can your eye adjust to see it? It's hard, but it's there. And that's the proof. You just saw Clavius crater, and you'll see it again in a moment. Longomontanus crater. At the back of Clavius crater there's these objects there. And you know this movement on the surface of the moon where we saw a light going in and out of a crater many years back. I don't know who put up the video. It's in this crater. It's right north of Clavius crater. The structures you just saw before this frame, where I said that we saw building-like structures in the craters, is um, northeast, northwest of Clavius crater. We can see these structures. And at the back here, there little blurs. Do you see them on the top of each of the clear objects? There's like a blur. Well, it's not necessarily smoke. It's bloody structures. They're smaller, or should I say closer to the surface. No jokes. It's really there. See how I turned the picture around here to be able to look at the structures differently, on a different angle. Many pipes, what looks like pipes and tunnels, there's Clavius Crater, coming out of the moon itself. Regis, Fleischwig, brother, I love you, man. Thanks a lot for the contributions and for being there since day one, bro. I love you, man, for it. We're well on our way to getting a better area so that we can get this telescope even higher, but it's not stopping us from getting it out. Check out WSO YouTube channel when you get a chance.